Okay, welcome everybody. This is Ernesto Benitez along with my partner,
Kendall Templeton.
and we're here to analyze our Unit 5 readings for the Horizon Reports. Um, the first standard for teachers is engage in professional growth with leadership. Teachers continuously improve the professional practice, monitoring lifelong learners, and exhibit leadership in the school and professional community by promoting and demonstrating the effective use of digital tools and resources. You want to start off, Kendall, or you want me to take this one?
Yeah, I start off. Basically, like I said, engage professional growth and leadership. And mine talked about redesigning the learning spaces in the classroom to create flexible seating in the class. So basically, the way you seat the students and everything gives you a better opportunity to go around and reach the students if it's flexible. I know some classrooms kind of like this teacher wants to reach the student on the other across the room. They got to walk all the way across the room. But redesigning is more flexible, so you can easily access that student because we only got 50 minutes in some of our classes, and if you take like 30 seconds to get to a student, well, that 30 seconds you could be using to teach the kids. So basically just redesigning the classroom and make sure you can get to the students and it's flexible for the teacher.
Right. My article also talked about how schools in the Nordic countries, Sweden and all that, they're going and they're telling their students, when you complete your task, you go on and move to your next subject.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're doing is, let's say they're in a biology or science setting, they go on, they learn at their pace, they take the learning in their hands, creating that lifelong learner situation where, the kids are engaging themselves, moving on. And then once they finish their assignments, then they move on to the next subject.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're starting in biology, then they go next to math. And if they go to math, then they go to reading, then they go to writing, and so forth, so on. I thought that was pretty neat. The only thing there is the lack of structure for me. I'm a habitual creature, man. I do things, like clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think for me it'd be an adjustment period there, but
Right.
I do see how it makes kids, take responsibility for their learning, and how they kind of instill those values of, okay, nobody's gonna push me, nobody's gonna tell me, hey, I need to do this at this certain time. They're just kind of doing it themselves. um, my article kind of talked about that, and redesigning the learning spaces too, like you said, arrange them to where you can get to them. Have as the educator, you need to be able to move around the room, be able to address the issues that are happening one side to the other. um, I thought that was pretty neat. Definitely, if I was to incorporate that in my classroom, it
Mm-hmm.
would work, man. Because I definitely am not on the scale that these people are. That,
Yeah.
that's why they're producing the journals
Yeah.
and
Pretty much.
the word there. Um, as far as the next ISD standards for coaches is professional development and program evaluation. Technology coaches conduct needed assessments, develop technology-related professional learning programs, and evaluate the impact on instructional practices and student learning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, man, I think it's just you know being able to assess them. Um, for me, I like to assess them on the spot, versus formal assessment, every Friday and whatnot. What we do in my classroom, I want to pick it up this year, but we do a lot of station work. Uh,
Right.
and within those stations, they move from one station to another. And I typically call it the last station, but since it's just kind of a revolving circle, it's just a station. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I do formative assessment through like Socrative or Skyward or something, Um, so I think that's a pretty good form of evaluation for the students. And that's pretty new to me. I started implementing that the later half of it, right after Star. So it came in a little late, but I definitely want to increase my knowledge in that aspect too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, mine was basically it was rethinking the role of school, and they were saying that in Finland they said that the teachers and students they co-collaborate in creating the curriculum and lesson plan design. And I thought that was pretty cool because the students and the teachers are working together just to make a better curriculum. And so just move away from the mandated curriculum where teachers have more input in what they say in the curriculum, and then also the students have an input in the curriculum as well.
Yeah. I think that's a little hard for us, man, or for me personally, because I see, we tried to build that network of, let's go along the curriculum, but the curriculum here in Texas, man, for my grade, it's star heavy, man.
Yeah, mine too. I teach sixth grade science. They don't test in sixth grade for science, but I test in eighth grade. But the eighth grade star test is what they learn from sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. So it's kind of like star heavy because they have to know the star test for 3 years on eighth grade science.
Yeah, it gets frustrating, man. You read these articles and they're doing, amazing things, and you start kind of guessing yourself, man. Like how can I incorporate this into my room, and I have to work with the star. Like unfortunately, that's what it is. It's if you don't have the scores, you don't produce the scores for star.
Yeah, you out.
They're gonna come get you. I mean, I'm definitely this with this class. I've definitely been exposed to a lot of new things that I can incorporate in the classroom. So I'm looking forward, man, to see how I can incorporate that to this classroom here. And it's a new school for me. I just moved, and I'd like to take some of these things that these articles are talking about and kind of implement them into.
Right, definitely.
So we'll see how that works out for us, man. Um, I think that's pretty much it, for my Horizon readings. Just redoing the what is it? How the school works, the learning spaces, and collaborative learning. I mean,
Right.
it's taught on stations for me. If stations, you group them in groups, and the kids learn. They take learning stations are the way to go. The way I see it, man.
Right, definitely.
They take
Right,
learning
man.
into their hands. They do it at their own pace. You get to float the room as much as possible, and address whatever you need to address. Um, so I think that's my report there, man. Unless you got something else you got to say there.
No, that's basically it, man. I think we covered it all.
So I think we're going to cut out here, and thank you guys for paying attention to our Unit 5 IS2 report analysis. And feel free to leave any comments on, the comment box here. And as for me, I'm finished. Thank you for paying attention, and we'll see you on our next unit.
See you. Unit 6.